Why do so many sports clubs excel on field yet struggle with off-field performance management? For more, I'm joined by Damien Durston from OneAdvanced. Thank you for joining us, Damien. So why is there a lack of focus on workforce performance in elite sports?
Thanks, Aaron, and nice to be with you today. I think, athlete performance is highly data-driven today as they become, more professional in their ability to perform. But staff performance often lacks the same rigour, in my view. Clubs are now using very sophisticated software data to track, training, nutrition, recovery of athletes. However, sadly enough, outside of this, the other staff outside of the athletes are still subjected to many manual processes internally, using spreadsheets, paper-based forms for performance management annually. I think this creates a bit of a disconnect. So applying the same mindset across the whole organisation, in my view, is a critical pathway to success or further success.
And furthermore, how are clubs leveraging data-driven practices for staff performance management?
Well, I think, from a historical focus, they've been focused on the athletes alone. So they're not fully transitioning to or from community-based clubs to sporting enterprises as such. So, using legacy and fragmented systems, the clubs are not adopting, I guess, as I mentioned before, around workforce management solutions such as the ones we sell at OneAdvanced. They're still remaining that very manual process internally, so they've yet to fully adopt and optimise what's at their disposal. Again, at OneAdvanced, we have solutions and systems that offer and can offer the same data-driven insights into performance.
And then furthermore, what governance challenges are affecting club executives today?
Well, I think there's the risks of informal workforce management processes. It could create, in my view, governance issues around workforce vulnerabilities. So not so much the elite athletes as such, but also the other staff that work in the back of house or administrative areas. Vulnerabilities such as skill and capability, and also retention within the organisation, which is vitally important because you don't want to be turning your staff over regularly. You want to have everyone aligned and striving to achieve the same goal. It also provides, with a software solution like the one we sell around our performance and talent, it also provides real-time data. So it gives the organisation tremendous insights into what the skills and capabilities of the individual or group of employees are, and helps with that decision-making process.
And Damien, in what ways can continuous feedback improve workforce efficiency in sport?
Yeah, thanks, Aaron. And I think, continuous feedback can help achieve and align clear goal setting within an organisation. That structured performance can create a real positive culture internally. And we're seeing that in some of like the AFL, for example. They're really adopting these principles for from a whole holistic view of the club, not just for the athletes. And there's so many staff that are involved in these organisations now. And also, when clarity is provided, I guess, on goal setting, employees can adjust and add to their own framework, which aligns to the club's success, and these goals are therefore aligned.
And then furthermore, how can we transform people data into valuable insights for decision makers?
Well, I think, performance management, and when we talk about performance management, we're talking about setting an individual or a group of employees up for success. It can be continuous. So it's in real time. It's not just that I'm going to pull the performance review out every 12 months and then evaluate that individual or group of employees. So I think supporting our people daily and in real time can really add to the overall culture, as I've mentioned, the methods, and also it enables the sporting organisation to foster that individual and team growth.
Now, just before we go, how can people find out more about this?
Well, I think, if you visit our website, www oneadvanced.com. You can click the button there to find out more.
That was,
we'll be in touch.
That was Damien Durston. Thank you for joining us on Ticker.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.